What's going on, guys? Things all in day 131. Let's go over what I was seeing, what I thought, what actually happened. So, all right, we're bullish on the 4 hour coming in open. We're respecting bullish order flow on the hourly and the 1 hour. Right here, we came down and we ended up sweeping these lows, coming right out of it. So I was pivoting off this, and then here on the hourly as well, swept the lows and came up out of it and was moving higher. We had some LR right here on NASDAQ, and that's what I was targeting. Initially, right at open, I wanted to see price come down, tap into this gap and move out of it. But I saw price moving before that and beforehand, and we were getting a good lower time frame setup at the beginning. We were in this range here on NASDAQ coming out of this equilibrium. On ES, we were at all-time highs, so we didn't have any draws above, but that's why I took the trade on NASDAQ. Also was wanting to see this gap get pushed into and put out. We didn't see that happen. But we did see this 5-minute SMT at 9:45 right here. And then you can see right here 9:40. Well, this is 9:50. So it's this low to that low. And yeah, this low down to this low. So we're making an SMT. We're expecting bullish order flow on the lower time frame here, and on the 5-minute we were coming out of this equilibrium. Was seeing that happen and was like, okay, SMT, lower time frame setup looking good. Higher time frame was super bullish. We even tapped into a high up here already, so we're moving higher, and I thought, you know what, we're going to take out all this LR. And my initial thought was, okay, if we take out all this LR, I'm going to target up here and go break even at here. So we're pretty much in a risk-free trade. But like I said, initially at the beginning, I wanted to see price come into this fair value gap and see how it reacted, but we didn't get that, right? So took a trade before that happened, longs, and we entered on NASDAQ because we actually had draws in liquidity, unlike ES where we're at all-time highs. And right here, so price broke structure to the upside, stops down here, break even at this LR, and then was hoping for another rally like yesterday was pretty much what I was going for. And it was definitely far-fetched, I will say that. And then right, ES also broke structure on the 1 minute here at 9:57, 9:58. Yeah, so 9:58 right here. Now, it was looking good on the lower time frame. I think draws and liquidity were a bit iffy because we're at all-time highs. And honestly, I think the higher time frame structure was a bit chopped because we are definitely due for a retracement. I knew that. I wanted to see that, and I didn't wait for it. So I ultimately took a loss. I literally entered, not even, literally just saw price just start dumping at 10 o'clock. Got stopped out immediately. I think the trade idea was all right. Don't think it was the best. And I knew that coming into the trade. That's why I de-risked. And I was only trading with 2 minis. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll see how this plays out. That's just not the mindset to have. Today it was difficult. We had no draws in liquidity to the upside, and we were bullish in bullish structure. So all I can say is I fucked up, you know. I fucked up. And it sucks, bro. It sucks. I saw good shorts right after this too. Literally, we swept the high up here, broke structure to the downside, and then retraced into the equilibrium, came right out, and would have targeted this hourly gap. Could have done that. Didn't do that. Could have, should have, would have. But you know what? All we can do is do better next time, because honestly, this was definitely it's definitely a psychological mistake. Was definitely being a little eager and impatient, and wasn't waiting for everything. So all I can say is that I was looking for that dopamine rush, honestly. And so I took a stupid trade. I don't think it was the worst trade possible, but it was definitely avoidable. And you know, these things happen. It's part of the game, part of the process, and I'm just here to ride along it. So I think I needed something to wake me up and make me realize that I'm not fucking invincible. You know, we take losses every once in a while, and that's part of it. So we didn't take a hefty. It's not a hefty loss. I'm not too worried about it, but it is a loss that could have been avoided. The trade idea, like I said, was pretty mid. Was really banking on these LRs to get hit so I can go break even, but didn't even see that. So price definitely was looking overextended. I knew that. Still didn't even I didn't take that into consideration, you know. So definitely a fault on my part, and it had nothing to do with how price was looking, how my my setup, my strategy, my system. Simply just an error on my part, being a little too eager to trade. I think that's it. And I couldn't tell you why I was feeling that at all. Um, and I was just banking on the idea that price was going to pump again. And that's why you can't take in, previous things that you've seen, day previous, months previous. Like you can see something similar, but it's not going to be the exact same. And so I think I was a little too zoomed in on the lower time frame and seeing a good lower frame setup, but everything on the higher time frame was not really aligning. We had higher time frame structure and all, but it wasn't. We were looking overextended, and I didn't have any conditions where I didn't have really anything thinking, okay, if this happens, this is what I need to do, or if this happens, this is what I need to do, and was kind of just trading willy-nilly. And tomorrow it's going to be a different headspace, different mindset. I don't know why I didn't do that today, and usually when I do that, it plays out pretty well. So just didn't set my conditions today to see, if I need this to get hit for this to give me higher probability, or so forth and so on. So just these things happen, man, and you just got to accept it. There's nothing you can really do about it now. All you can do is just move forward. Just move forward and pick up right where you left off. So that being said, just this little upset, just a stupid trade. Simple as that. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.